What's up, Bybit fam? Welcome to Art of Trading, live trading on Bybit. As you can see, I am super stoked to be here with Leonard. Tell me, Leonard, how are you feeling?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing today?
So good, so ready for this. My absolute favorite. All right, so let us know in the comments if we are live and if you can hear. Let us know how is the sound of the music. Let us know how you're
Yes.
feeling. Don't be shy. Do not be a silent observer. We are here to have fun. We're here to chat. We are here to interact. So for now, let us know in the group, how you doing? How is the crew feeling? Are you loving the pump? Are you in on the pump? Did you catch what's going on? Are you in FOMO? Can you hear the music? Is the music too loud? Can you hear me? And of course, invite your friends. Let's pump it. We have $75 bonuses for each Kahoot winner, for each raffle win. But of course, we are here to learn. And you know what? The ones who walk away with the bonuses are the ones who retain the most information, who deserve the bonuses the
Essentially.
most, and who will
Yes,
use
sir.
the bonuses to make themselves and not break themselves. And look at all the comments coming in. Everybody is here. FOMC today, interesting, very nice. So please hop on the Discord
Yes.
if you have anything interesting, not hearing the music. All right, let's bring it up a little bit. Tell me if you can hear it now. What's up, Valentine?
Hey, Valentine.
All right, so let's see if we can stop our faces. All right, there we go. So who's in the building? Who's in the building? Let us know right now. Which part of the world are you in? Which part of the world are you in? How long have you been trading? Most of you I do know, but remind us. Let's see. We are global, of course. Let's see all the different countries. Gibson in the building. Ah, awesome. And you know what? We've got some alpha for you today. Of course, the charts are hot. The charts are hot. We can see that things are behaving. All right, so let's see here. There we go. Hade, there's Gibson. Lalit. Nigeria. So many comments
Nigeria is
coming in.
always in the house, man.
Nigeria. Nigeria. Here we go. Africa. Nigeria. Oh, Pakistan. Showing face. Very nice. Jodiah. What's up, buddy? Hey, Gibson. Our
Easy.
star pupil. Star pupil coming in hot for the Kahoot. All right, so make sure you're sitting next to the server. Get your networks ready. Restart your routers. We are going heavy for the last Kahoot. $75 for each of the top three. And you know what? We're coming bigger and better next season. So if you have any feedback, drop it in the communities, drop it in the Discord, drop it right now in the chat. And even before we get going, please help us out. Smash that like button.
Yes.
Let us come back. Let's show Bybit that we love it. We like it. We don't just like it, we love it. So comment, smash the like, smash the share, and let's come back bigger and better next quarter. All right, I see us pushing a nice little sneaky 50 in the live. Let's get that 100. We are 3 minutes past the hour. Welcome, everybody. No further ado, let's get going. Please continue to send it out. 120 weeks. Very nice, Draxus. Very cool. Okay, John likes the music. Awesome. So right now, can you hear my voice clearly? Can you hear Leonard's voice clearly? Is everything good? Are we good to go? Give us confirmation. Ike, lovely to have you. And as I say, please don't be shy. Pop on the Discord. I have it right here on another screen. Drop your charts on the Discord for me for holistic trades. But as always, we're going to start off with a smash. We're going to start off with a bang in some DJ trading. So let's go. And you know what? Before we even get into it, please just be aware that the DJ trading is very much for entertainment purposes, not financial advice. We will get into some holistic trades shortly. And you can see I'm itching to give you the TA on BTC. I've got some really cool stuff and a pretty nice upcoming trade to look forward to. So well done to everybody who's patient on the sidelines and in profits, etc. Right now, we're going to look at BTC very clearly. Norway, absolutely lovely to see. All right. How goes? Very cool. Let's don't be shy. Okay, so let me just clear my screen. Let's get into it. So as usual, most of you know we're going to start off having some fun. So let me know. I mean, I have some choices right now that are hot. Of course, we have Comp, we have TRB, we have Rune, we have Gala, which is just dying and asking for the long, asking us to open these long and manage these positions. And we have Bake coming to us from the community. So let me know. I mean, we can see that BTC is just pumping here, maybe getting a little bit tired on the pump. My target for the BTC pump, I must say, is a little bit higher. I do think we maybe have a little bit more pump to go. And the charts are, of course, giving us similar info here. But let's not get into BTC right now. Let's first have a look at our altcoins. So as most of you know, I go straight to my USDT perpetuals on the 24-hour percent change. And I screen them. Let's screen them. Let's see what has been changing over 24 hours. We see Core down, Hiffy down, which is hot, Acro, ACH, GPT, Gala. These are all dumpers right now against Bitcoin, which, or maybe they're reacting very quickly to Bitcoin, which is taking a little bit of a break in its very small 24-hour pump. But let's have a look at the pumpers. Okay, so auction, hot, front, ARC, Cyber, there's one we might look at. MC, TRB was one on the list, WLD, SXP, CVC. So right now in the YouTube comments, let me know a pair if you're eyeing it for the 15-minute time frame or the 5-minute time frame or the 1 second time frame. And you know what? You don't have to be too careful here. Let's not go too in depth, but look at this 1 second on BTC. Super interesting. Okay, so let's see if there are any ideas in the chat right now. It looks like BTC is about to turn around on the 5 minutes, just for a little bit. So we have to keep that in mind when we're entering our scalps on our DGen trades. And let's see 1 minute time frame for DGen. Yeah, we're gonna watch it, because you know what, Bybit gives it to us for free, while TradingView charges not only its first pro but its second pro tier.
Yes.
So how cool is that? All right, MC USDT. Is it just MC? Just MC. Here we go. Let's have a look. Gibson is on the ball. Gibson, I'm loving it. Okay, so here we can see the divergence on the 5 minute. We can see how the 5 minute is topping momentum while price continues to go up. And here we see the last higher high. So now what we'll look for is the divergence. Will price continue going up? And will we see a spike there and a differing angle? You know what, Gibson, I've been loving your analysis on the group. So without further ado, here's a nice divergence on the 15-minute too. We can see it topping out on our RSI quite nicely. And there's the downwards angle. Here we have the same exact time period, giving us an upward sloping angle on our price action. Remember, when your price action does something different to your indicators, this can be seen as an anomaly or a divergence, and this is how we really profit. So let's go to our trading view and look at this very quickly. Thank you, Gibson, you rock. All right, so first of all, we look on the daily, we see that it's pumping, and we quickly look for any divergences. We're gonna have to zoom in on this coin. There's the 4-hour threatening bearish divergences, nothing coming in. Of course, this is a DGen trade, so we really want to zoom in here. Wow, last bearish divergence on the 1 hour really did give us a nice little trade, but we can see that we've actually sustained an uptrend here, so this is quite juicy. Let's go further in 30-minute. Oh, threatening, but still not bearish divergence territory. Gibson, I know you're probably looking at really nice up close timeframes here. Also threatening divergence. Let's look at 5 minutes. Not quite printing yet. This is the 3-minute time frame. And there we see the start of some bearish divergences. So since we're scalping here, since we're DJs, let's get into it, Gibson. Very nice. Let's add something to our P&L counter here. Let me see. Let me hide this comment. I'll go through the comments now. Let's enter this trade. So let's go full degen on this. I want my stop loss to be somewhere up here. So that's 38 cents. We're now around 37.8. So not too bad. Let's enter the trade. I like to trade on cross. I'm going to push it to a 16x. And of course, because this coin has pumped in the last 24 hours, 16%, this is quite nuts. But that's what we're here to do. We're here to learn how to do some of the craziest stuff so that in the future we can be so bold. And thank you, Bybit, for giving us these opportunities. All right, so always check your settings. Make sure you're on the right mode. I like to be on hedge mode. And then, of course, check whether you are ordering by quantity, ordering by cost, ordering by value. Very important. If you order 100 BTC when you mean to order $100, it can be a little bit of a problem. So we are ordering by the cost of USDT. Let's go in. Let's have some fun. Let's go with $150. And let's make sure that we have a stop loss at all times. So we are entering short. We'll make our ROI on the stop loss 30%. And we'll make our take profit 90. It gives us a 1, 2, 3, which is my absolute minimum. And we can see we're getting a little bit of a better entry price here. RSI is starting to come down on the 15-minute. This could be juicy. All right, let's confirm it. Always check that you've got your trigger prices there for your stop loss. Please don't get wrecked. Don't get wrecked. Use a stop loss. All right, here we go. It's that simple. We open our short. Here we see our stop loss. Lovely. Exactly where I want it to be. In the wick. Really nice. You know, if we break market structure again and continue to go bullish, we will get stopped out. Always come and check what you are risking. We are right now risking a $42. And yeah, that's slightly over 1% of our current account. No worries. And Gibson, well done. We see that scalp mode, sniper mode is activated for Mr. Gibson. Well played, brother. And we will keep an eye on this, of course, in our people share. There it is. We're in a $6 profit and straight from the mouth of one of our star students. Thank you, Gibson. All right, so we are 12 minutes in. Let me know from the crew. Should we enter another degen trade or should we move? Should we move into our news? Should we move into our market charts? Should we move into our holistic trades? And you know what? Let's just for the sake of our beautiful new 1 second time frame, check out what is going on. And there, Gibson, is your price action. And you know what? Just to be beautiful degens here, let's add a trailing stop. We're already $10 in profit. As we can see here from our P&L count, I mean, Bybit just shows you everything so nice and clearly. Let me make this one update there. But there we can see a beautiful, a young $10. And you know, if we weren't degens, we would take the $10 and say, hey, that's $10 that we just made in a few seconds. But we are degens, so we're going to try milk it. And what we could do is quickly slip our stop into profit right here. But instead, what we're going to do is add a trailing stop because it's so fun. It's so fun, and we can actually watch it catch more profit for us here. $15, Gibson. Oh, I love it. And we saw out here on the 15-minute, we're getting this stochastic rhyme, which is just gorgeous. I know I didn't mention it, but look at this. This is just gorgeous. So thank you, Gibson. I mean, this means you're on the charts looking for what's right for us to trade at the right times. Yeah, you actually deserve a bonus for this. All right, there, $19 in profit. So, I mean, yeah, we could easily put our stop in profit right here. But as I say, you know what? Let's degen it. Let's have a trailing stop. So I'm just going to come to a manageable time frame. And we want to see where our trailing stop would be. And I've had many people coming to me and saying, I can't use the trailing stop because it's too complicated. But it's not. It is so easy. It means you quickly click a few buttons and you go to the beach or you go to the club, you go to the gym, do whatever you want to do. And the trailing stop will pick up your profits for you. $16 in profit. That was a nice entry there, Gibson. Let's hope we can hold this down. All right, so let's go. We want to add a trailing stop. So all we do is we come right here. Look how Bybit puts it perfectly here next to our take profits and our stop losses. We add, like I've said many times before, we look at our current space between our entry and our stop, and we can very easily bring up the parabolic SAR to help us with this kind of volatility, to understand how far the volatility moves in each candle so that you won't get stopped out too quickly. But basically, we're looking for this gap which is our risk to reward gap, basically. And we can see how our risk to reward ratio is still intact because we have not moved our stop loss. All right, so all we do is look at 37,950 and 38.6, and we just look at the spacing, which is literally almost 1 cent. So we just keep that in mind. And of course, Bybit lets us drag things around. So we can just add it at a 2 cent retracement, which is literally 0.02. And you can make it activate when you're in profit. We're already in profit, so we want to go with our trailing stop. All right, and of course, come and learn about it if you don't know about it. But let's have a look where it puts it. We'll have to drag out a little bit, as we can see, because we went 2 cents. And yeah, this takes getting used to, but don't tell me that's too complicated. That was not complicated. All right, so we bring our stop loss now, which is a trailing stop, which is actually a conditional order, which means that it is a maker order, which means that it is significantly less fees. Another reason to be using your trailing stop. Conditional orders are how the pros play. All right, we can see now. So I left it at that price because we're almost back at our entry. And I want to retain this movement here because I don't want to get stopped out. I want this. If this happens, trailing stop will continue to trail. That is the beauty of the trailing stop. And it takes time. It takes time. So now we can go back to the 1 minute and we can look. Let me know if the music is too loud. If you can hear me. Oh, Gibson. If this is a break of trend here, it's going to be a lovely trade, brother. Well done. We're already $18 in profit. 19. Not bad.
Yeah,
$20 in profit.
Just right, dude. Good job.
And you'll notice that I up my margin when I feel like I'm in a position of power. When I feel like there's a rhyme on the 15-minute and I'm in the right place, I up it. Otherwise, I leave room to add. It's tempting to go with a nice close trailing stop here. Should we scalp this nicely? Yeah, let's scalp this. So what I like to do when I see that it's actually dumping is I'll put my trailing stop to profit. And now we are risking nothing. There is no risk left on this trade, and isn't that lovely? It's profits on profits on profits. You can even put it slightly down to cover your fees. Now we're paying nothing. And everyone's happy, $17 in profit. And now we just let trailing stop do the rest. If we won, we won. If we didn't, we didn't. We always just move on to the next trade. And you know what? The sooner you can make your risk zero, the better. All right, so let's move. I'm keen to get into the TA. All right, I think it's time for you, Leonard, to give us our news. And while you're doing that, I'm going to chat about, well, I will drop our Kahoot link as well as our announcement links. So be sure to check the comments for the announcement links because there are questions. The first 4 questions are directly from the announcement links. All right, Leonard, over to you.
All right, guys. Glad to be here today. A lot to talk about. We're going to address inflation. And everybody's talking about the FOMC and like it's critical for us, but like why? Like we never really talk about, you know, a more granular understanding of what inflation is and like why inflation, or at least the Fed's efforts to control inflation, is so important. So I'm going to take like a tiny bit of time for like a history lesson and give you a little insight about why inflation is like where it's at right now, like what they're doing and how that actually affects the money supply to bring things back to heel, and like what that means most importantly for crypto. All right, so bear with me as I explore today's headline. U.S. inflation rises to 3.7%, higher than expectations. All right. Basic, easy definition of inflation is like it's a general increase in prices. It's usually measured using the consumer price index, but there's like actually 4 variations on that theme. Consumer price index, the consumer price index minus food and energy. Minus food and energy is important because no matter how much food costs, no matter how much energy costs, you need them to live. Everything else is discretionary to a certain point. You know, you can replace your clothes, stuff like that, but you gotta eat, and you gotta live. So important distinction. It also is a personal consumption index, or expenditure, I'm sorry. And then again, that metric minus the food and energy, because you really need to separate out inelastic costs, things like food, and elastic costs are things that you still need them, but you have the ability to expression of them, so to speak. You know, even with food, it's you can eat steak or you can eat ramen, but like you got to eat. Said and done. Okay, so to expound on that, like when the general price level of everything rises, each individual unit of currency, if you have a ruble, if you have a peso, if you have a dollar, it buys less and less as inflation goes up. So, consequently, inflation corresponds to a reduction in the purchasing power of money. And remember, every unit of currency is kind of like a promise for that government. It's like your labor in a little piece of paper. Like, think about it. You trade time at your job, and they give you a piece of paper or electronic paper, so to speak. But money essentially in today's society represents labor because it's no longer backed by gold or silver or any type of specie like that. So, like, you're buying a unit of someone's time. All right. So, now that we know what inflation is, know that inflation isn't really necessarily a bad thing. A reasonable amount of inflation is perfectly like healthy for an economy. It's essentially showing that an economy is like actively in growth, and that like year over year, that small increase in inflation is supposed to be balanced by a slightly higher increase in consumer wages. It's the reason why, most years you'll get, even if it's tiny, a little increase in your salary, and it goes up and up over time, and ideally should keep inflation and consumer wages like in this delicate balancing act to ensure that the price of what you need doesn't go up to the moon all of a sudden and you're not really making enough per hour or per day to afford it. Inflation gets dangerous though when it doesn't happen. If you have wage stagnation like in the US for a while, where basically people aren't getting paid a lot more. Our minimum wage has been like 725, 750, 725 for like the last 20 years. And it's kind of a per state thing because we have like a federalist setup, but the main federal rate, like instead of each individual territory's rate, is $7.25 per hour. Now, as you know, if you've been alive in pretty much any country over the last 20 years, the price of stuff has like greatly outpaced that. And if you work at a job that only gives you minimum wage, you might find yourself priced out of nice stuff like getting a new car, never ever having the ability to own a home, things like that. So it's really important that, wages stick as far as like rate ascension to inflation in order for your citizens to feel comfortable spending money and to keep your economy going. All right. So, why does inflation matter? Like, why does the price of goods going up? If I'm rich and things are inflated, I afford everything that I need. So, like, why should I care about inflation? All right. Inflation has so many knock-on effects. It's crazy. And this is what the FOMC meeting and why we're talking about this in Bitcoin is relevant. All right. Capitalism, in its essence, is supply and demand. When prices rise too quickly, some people are priced out of certain products because they can't really afford them. For example, like if you need a new phone and you don't make enough money for a new phone, then you don't have a new phone, unfortunately. And these are things that we take for granted, like some things are kind of life essentials. It's even for things that are a little bit more mundane than that, like fish, for example. If you're a salmon enthusiast, like the price of salmon in the United States has gone up to a ridiculous level. I'm measuring meat in kilos now because I'm not in the States. And like, imagine like $30 or $40 per kilo for salmon, which is utterly ridiculous. Gas is also kind of crazy right now, but that's a whole different thing. So, as the prices go up and people's wages don't accommodate, or as like people can't purchase these things, the economy suffers in a bunch of myriad different ways. It's not just the average person that can't afford a certain thing. Them not spending their money has effects all the way up the ladder, from the individual person to like government policy. All right, if you have uncontrolled inflation, not the like cute 2 to 3% year over year inflation that like actually keeps things getting better and better, like it's showing growth, then like you have consumers spending less because their money doesn't go as far. Once consumers spend less, then the businesses that sell them products are like, maybe we should invest so much money in like research and development for new products, or like maybe we shouldn't expand to a new location because hey, people just aren't giving us money in order to actually buy our products. So when businesses stop spending money liberally, then the government's like, this is how we make our money. We tax you guys, we tax the individual, and we tax businesses, and businesses are usually the largest generators of tax per capita. So when businesses aren't putting out, then the government has to consider like, should we change our tax rate? And should we change the interest rate? And that's where we are. We are here now. And we're talking about, what's the effect of inflation on the interest rate? And like, why does this matter? All right. So, for some additional insight, and I'll keep this wrapped up because this is the explanation. All right. Back in the 80s in the US, interest rates peaked out at 19.08%. I'm talking about if you have cash in a bank, you put 100 USD into a bank account, fiat, with a government guarantee that your money is safe. No hacks, no bridge exploits. Your money is as good as there. You could get 19% on a year on your money. I'm talking about OG DeFi yields back in the 80s on deposit accounts. So like, why did we get there? And like, why is it so much different now where like we went down to almost zero, and now with all these like 500 basis points collective raises, we're just up around 5%. What happened back in the day for the interest rate to get so dang high? All right, so around 1978, inflation, not the interest rate, inflation started hitting double digit levels in the US. There was a lot going on back in the day, like geopolitical issues as well as domestic issues. But the main thing that was going on that like was really driving inflation was the oil crisis, too much government spending, and something called like the wage price spiral, where essentially like if you make $5 and your landlord says that you make $5 and they're going to make the rent $3. So if you get a raise, then they're going to say to $7, they're going to raise it to $4. Essentially, like there's an idea that inflation is driven by like an endless cycle of like people making more money and then spending more money, stimulating the economy and being charged more money, which in turn loops in itself like that snake or Boris. All right. So what do you notice about the conditions that caused double digit inflation back then and we didn't get to double digits. Amen. Because despite what you think, despite the fact that U.S. monetary policy has so much effect on everything, this isn't even the worst. There are places out there right now with hyperinflation, like basically going on, where like they have lost triple digit amounts of purchasing power, and it's totally a thing. But you hear about the U.S. because like there's a lot of investiture into treasury bonds in the U.S., and it's kind of important because like it's a base currency. That's pretty much what the BRICS consortium is trying to change, and we'll see how that plays out. That's a whole different video. But essentially, when your inflation gets too high, I remember I said there were like knock-on effects throughout the economy. Like people spend less, but that spending it manifests in different ways. People spend less on consumer goods, but at the same time, people that have enough money to save often stop investing in stocks. Inflation goes up, especially in a time like the 80s when you have really high interest rates. And suddenly, if you can make DeFi yields on freaking cash, then like I'm not so keen on investing in a stock market or a bond or any kind of speculative risk asset. It doesn't have the same guarantee for downside protection, and it's not like a native currency. You live in a fiat society, so like obviously fiat's going to be king. All right, so inflation got so bad that the Fed had to step in, just like now. Again, I picked this example because you'll see a lot of correlation between what's happening now and what's happening back then. The Fed stepped in, I think, instead of under my boy, it was under a guy named Volke back in the day, and they started to aggressively drop rates, the exact opposite of what's happening right now. All right, they dropped those rates so dang aggressively that essentially they started a recession. And then once they saw what they did, they were like, and they backed off. But it was necessary that they kept like really aggressively dropping those rates, because if you don't, you'll just stay in the same stagflation, essentially, which is like a period of high inflation with really high interest rates that makes people not want to spend in the economy and like brings down your domestic buying power as like a whole group, as a country. They stopped. They saw that they had caused a really big change because we hadn't really been here before in recent memory, and they slowed down their aggressive interest rate drops. And what happened when inflation started to go back up, there was like, hey, we have to see this through, and they restarted. And we went into another recession within the next like few years. This has never happened before, and it's called a double dip recession. That literally was the last time that happened, but it's interesting because it has some parallels to right now. All right, so as they contract money supply, you got your double dip. Uh, it was not great for a second, but stock markets started to soar as people had more and more incentive to not hold their money and to not like squirrel their money away for a different day. Then they went from like getting 19% in fiat in a bank account to getting increasingly better and better year return in the stock market. People were more incentivized to put their money in risk assets like gold and stock. And if you look at just say a Dow Jones Industrial Average chart from this period, it's pretty much a straight line up. It always has been, but a more abbreviated straight line up since they started to restrict the money supply. All right. Why is all this important? I gave you a big long history lesson about fiat and TradFi. What does this have to do with my crypto bags? I understand, people. All right. If you were paying attention to what I said, you may see some parallels between then and now. Oil prices, just like back in the day, are getting wildly out of range, causing a shock. Wages are behind inflation, at least here in the US, but quite honestly, if you listen to most people complain in most places, except the Eurozone, wages are out of whack with what you actually need to survive. And then finally, the American government is spending, printing money like it is going out of style. Money printer go brr, and it has been since the pandemic. So, and to be granular, that's like the Trump era tax cuts, Trump era stimulus, and like the Biden era stimulus, as well as like the Biden infrastructure plan. We printed so much money, trillions of dollars spent, and added to our deficit that cannot be paid off. And because of those tax cuts, it's going to be a little bit harder to restore via a stream of income. So the interest rates were really low, like Trump era, like we were down around 1%. Super easy to borrow a house, super easy to buy a car, because when you borrow money from somewhere else, it's not very expensive to borrow that money. But now that rates are going up, when you have things like a mortgage, because in a different conversation about the housing bubble, 2 or 3% difference literally translates to tens of thousands of dollars, like over 30 years, of course, because mortgages are repaid very slowly, but this has a huge effect on people's buying power for larger assets. So all of this lesson to say, if we go into a recession, God forbid, and I'm talking about the US, everybody goes into a recession at one time. It is just too centralized as far as fiat and the way that like global requisition and purchases are configured for it not to be like a huge knock-on effect for global markets. Interest rates are going to go up more. And the reason being is because we don't really have the inflation completely under control. And I think because of that double dip scenario that I explained back in the day, they are going to be really like cautious about stopping too early or being too tepid in their raising of the rates in order not to get that double dip recession, because the only thing worse than one recession is two recessions. So people are going to be less and less excited about spending money, and that's on buying stuff, and that's on like investing in speculative assets. And for that simple reason, I will say that inflation is bearish, at least under neoliberal political strategies. Keynesian, that's a whole different ball game. So even if we have the bull run halving effect, you know, every time we get around the halving, we tend to see like a huge uptrend. Don't expect as much, and expect it to go away a little bit quicker. Essentially, what I mean is, if you're in a market and you suddenly you're like bold enough to be in a risk asset and you see it rapidly appreciate, well, actors in that particular market are going to be much more incentivized to take profit as quickly as possible. So it's not like nothing's going to moon. It's just that as soon as it moons, you're going to see people take profit very quickly, and there's less likely of extenuated bull runs specifically for crypto assets because it's an extremely speculative asset class. You can't really quant trade Bitcoin so much because the history is not there, especially some of these newer tokens that haven't been around so long. So my advice to you guys to shape your trades is take a reasonable profit at a reasonable time. If you get some gains, don't be greedy. You get 50% increase, God forbid you get 200% increase, start taking profit. You don't have to liquidate the whole, you don't have to close the whole position, but start ensuring that if there is a retraction, that you at least capture some of the value that you were smart enough to gain by investing in this asset in the first place. Don't be too greedy. All right, diversify your assets.
Very important. Very important.
Exactly. We live in a fiat world.
Same with copy trading. If you're happy and you're copy trading and you're in profits, make sure you solidify. You make those profits yours. You take them away from the risk, and then you keep going. Don't have the gambler's mindset. And you know what? We can even right now just take some profits on this trade. So let me show you how. If you're in a nice profit, you come down to your trade. You see here we've got a $21. And of course, I will always say leave something in because this could just be the start of this trade. But we want to take profit one. We want to at least say, oh, there's a win rate. There's a plus 2% on our portfolio for the day. Are you with me? All right, so let's go. All we do is we close. And you know what? There are many sneaky ways to do this. Most times I would put in a limit, take profit, close, and then I would just bring it up to the price. And yeah, for those of you who want to be sneaky like me, let me show you how I do it. So I look at a price, 37 cents, and I say, okay, I want to take profit at 37 cents. Make sure that it's post only. All right, and I want to take 75%, and I confirm, and it won't let me post if it will go through as market, and that's why I choose post only. But then I just drag my 75% close up to the price, and Bybit still lets us sit there in the order book. not many other exchanges will do that for you. Let you drag your limit order right. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is how we do. So we took our profits beautifully on a maker. Much less fees. If you're worried about fees. Yes. I'm not personally worried about fees. But now, look at our P&L. Now look what we're working with. We're at 20% in profit, but we've already realized $17, and this is how we trade. And that was a matter of 20 minutes. So thank you, Gibson. I mean, you're an absolute legend. And look where our stop loss is now. Our stop loss is sitting pretty in profit. Gibson, we'll see if we can get you some merch for this. I'll personally make it happen because you are a legend.
Hey.
Thank you, brother. All right, cool. So moving on, let's have a look. I think we're running a little bit low on time. I know, Leonard, you've got an awesome hype token for us. Do you want to maybe take 2 minutes?
Yeah, I knew that one was going to be kind of a long lesson, but no, we're cool on this. The other thing that I had was I'm gonna get to the type token. My token for today is WeMix, so you can pull it up before I get there. But there are some like zany predictions going on from like some of the big heads in crypto. They're like basically like forecasting like the 2024 Bitcoin prices, and like it's super bullish, but it sounds kind of crazy. Like Kathy Wood's talking about like $1 million. Now, mind you, they don't say like when exactly in 2024 we're gonna see it, but like, don't believe the hype, people. We're not gonna see $1 million. I love crypto, but that's not real. But like some of the better, like more reasonable ones.
Leonard No Moon Boy.
Nah, man, I will eat. I mean,
we did some TA the other day in the group, in the essay group, and we got to 150K around 2026, 2027 doing TA.
All right.
So yeah.
I feel you on that. But anyway, yeah, like Arthur Hayes, JP Morgan. More reasonable than that, like million basically down to 40K. And it all depends on, like I said, on what I was talking about. All right, let me set up this screen share because I want to see some more of these EGN trades, people. But present your screen.
The raffle link is coming. We'll drop it close to the end. But thank you for the reminder there.
All right, this is up a little bit. All right, very, very quickly, so we can get back to the main event. I want to talk about WeMix and USDT, or just WeMix, quite honestly, just talking about the pair. But if you're not aware of what it is, it's like essentially a gas token for like their ecosystem, and they are just like a not a token, a coin, but it's its own little like mega ecosystem where instead of having independent developers come on, they are just like their own self-contained thing, kind of like Everrise, and how Everrise had like all those individual projects made by like the core team. So anyway, up 20%. It actually was only up 15% when I went to research this, which is, but why? So essentially, like they are a South Korean position company, and they have a parent, like their parent company is called WeMade. And the parent company WeMade has partnered with another like marketing and data infrastructure company called SK Planet. And they're essentially going to like buy each other's like stock and like do some like cool stuff, like selling the proceeds for the stock to buy the token. So they're like exchanging equity, like an actual strategic partnership, not like, hey, we're going to work with you guys. Like, hey, we're both going to own a piece of each other. And that way our success is tied together. And that is quite bullish when you see a bleed over between TradFi and like crypto directly like that. South Korea arguably has a lot better regulatory framework, but I won't get to that looking at you, US. So, up very high on that news. Honestly, I'm not going to bring my bear to this. I think that there is potentially more upside with this from a fundamental standpoint. And it's kind of gone up actually since I first looked at it. It will come down eventually, but this is really fresh news and something,
Is it a
possibly
media
play the
company?
dips.
Someone's asking.
Not a media company, so to speak. It's like they have their own DeFi platform. It's a blockchain, almost like the Ethereum Foundation or Bitcoin. Well, not a smart one, like Optimism, for example. But
This coin is
everything
pumping right now.
it's going. Yeah, everything is just from that one
That's
dev team.
that's like what? Like
So,
30% it's just done.
hey,
Awesome.
invest
Nice
carefully.
Leonard.
Everybody's on fire today, man. It's a good Wednesday. I guess people brought it out for the end of the stream, for the end of the quarter. But anyway, done on that. Investigate.
Awesome. So
Always be cautious. Back to you, man.
no, thank you for that. So what we'll do is we'll do WeMix in the hashtag WMO next week and make sure on the retracement we're ready. Right now, of course, don't hop on a moving train, but my word, thank you for the alpha, Leonard. That is awesome. I'm going to make a personal note. And yeah, when we see movement coming into a coin like this, of course, we have to assess the fundamentals in the long term. That is number one. All right, so I see previous first place winners are in the building. How is the Kahoot going? We've got 27 live. This is low. I see we're 68 live right now across our multi-stream. So it is time. Everybody hop in. Well, we've got about 10 minutes, but make sure you hop in. And right now, let's do a little bit of TA on BTC. I know we're running through our time, but you know what? This is actually what I've been looking forward to. And in my opinion, the most important part of the stream. So let's get right into it. We're going to zoom out, of course, as always. And just let me know if the music is too loud, if you can hear me. It's pretty pumping, but I know most of us like it.
It's good.
All right, so let's keep it nice and simple because you know what? Just looking at this chart, it's easy. We can see what's happening. We're going to go into the actual golden pockets, etc. But you know what? Just being logical. All right, so first of all, what I want to look at is weekly market structure. And that's what I would always recommend starting looking out for. You can start using the monthly, but we always use what we call top-down analysis. And here we can actually see, give me 1 second, turn the music down slightly. There we go. I just want you all to hear this very clearly. Okay, so if we zoom out here on my weekly, we can see where my large liquidity zones are. And in essence, these are the zones to break for the bulls or the bears, but zones which I actually see as right now being pretty much solid brick walls, which is why I don't have many of them. And if we come to my trading chart, remember, always have 2 layouts so that for one layout, you can just have entry and exit zones. I mean, look at this, all wick. And all of this was done together in the community. So well done, everybody. I mean, look at this. This is a Kobe shot, all wick. That's how we love to play it. So here we see interesting things happening, but here's the zone. Here's the resistance to breakthrough. Here's the zone for the short. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to short these levels. I'm looking for a push through this resistance. I'm looking for a failure here at the value area high. And then I'm looking to short 29,000 as a lower high. So not to confuse you, let's go back to our market structure on the weekly. And this is how we do it. We do it step by step. And for those of you who are newbies, let me take it slow. Here we see a bottoming out, right? 15,500, around 16,000. And that was, we can basically see it as our first low. Then we move to create a high. Then every subsequent high or low after that, we have to assess. So this low is higher than the previous one, which means uptrend, all good. This high is higher than the previous high. This means uptrend, all good. And let me know if you want me to use an even cleaner chart for this, but I just want you to keep these levels in mind for now. And this is simple stuff. This is trend, and we can see the squeeze here. The trend got squeezed until momentum ran out. We can see a very clear bearish divergence in the weekly. Oh, there's our trailing stop giving us more profits. Let's see what's happened quickly here on our DGen trade. All right, so our trade is now closed. We'll check how much profit our trailing stop managed to catch for us. Let me just quickly finish up here. So we can see, I mean, look at this. Absolutely awesome. Market Cipher B on the weekly bearish divergence gave us our absolute, I mean, the most incredible entry you could have asked for at 31,000. And of course, all of the guru traders are still in that trade from 31,000, and they'll leave it there because there's still room to the downside. And the higher your entry, let me tell you, yeah, the larger your profits when your ROI percentage starts becoming crazy. And of course, they've taken a huge amount of profits, the guru, but the profit taking areas are here where my rectangle is. That's where we'll see a bounce. That's where we'll see wicks. All right, so here we can see that market structure on the weekly, of course, was broken here. Of course, was broken because here it is a lower low. So this can be seen as the start of a new trend to the downside. And in reverse, this can be seen as now the first high. So now what we want is, of course, this is a low. Now we just want a lower high, and we can see how literally here's the wicks, here's the area. We just have to create this lower high in this area, anywhere in this area. And I mean, it's such a juicy area. Let me show you why, for almost too many reasons. And this is a sniper entry, and we don't get them too often, these swing entries. So yeah, don't sleep on them. And we'll even look at some actual pivot indicators shortly, which are also starting to show. But basically, market structure here, we have to look at this almost 29. It's slightly lower. I would say 28,986, somewhere there. But this for us is the value area high. So always be aware that at certain times, most of the time, our markets will trade sideways. Let's be honest. But if we're in an uptrend, we'll pump a lot and come down a little, pump a lot and come down a little. If we're in a downtrend, we'll dump a lot and come up a little. Most of the time, going sideways. So we need to be aware of where these pumps are. And of course, you can see, well, we've done so much on supply and demand zones. And here we can see, is it a supply zone? Is it a demand zone? Oh, it was a demand zone. There we got our impulsive move into a supply zone. This was a supply zone, impulsive move down to a demand zone. And well done to everyone in the SA community who now knows exactly what I'm talking about, because as we can see, this is how you get your trades. And we can see this was a little bit of a demand zone for us now. We're looking for a move up to a supply zone. Then we're looking for consolidation, which will act as distribution within a supply zone. I know this is a lot of words, but this is what we're looking at right now, and it's really nice. So of course, don't hop into the long. This, well done on the 4 hour to those who did listen to my analysis. I said if you wanted to get in on the long, look for this level to claim, look for the 26.4 level to claim. And look what price did. It tested it, it claimed it as support, and we got the bullish move. So well done to all of the high leverage scalpers who listened to that. I mean, yeah, that came straight from many traders. This was the level to claim. It's historic. It goes all the way back, to our previous cycle, and we claimed it. And we bullish from this level. We bullish literally up to here, and let me show you why. Of course, when we're working with retracements, we're working with Fibonacci. Just want to see if I'm missing anything out here. All right. Yeah, it's this 4-hour bullish divergence. I mean, look at this. Look at this market cipher B. And if you don't have market cipher B on your charts yet, no comment. No comment. I've been telling you, learn this thing. The sooner you bring it up, the sooner you will learn. It's complicated. It has 5 indicators in it. But why do you want to look at 5 separate indicators if you can look at one? And, look at what it's giving us. Every time I bring it up, it's giving us the exact entry to the dollar that we want. And we are now 10% in profit. And most of us are leverage traders, which means very, very nice. And you know what? You can literally just set an alert for when market cipher B confirms. And of course, it has to confirm on the 15-minute, there must be a bullish divergence. On the 1 hour, there must be a bullish divergence. And let me tell you right now, I'd never enter into a trade unless 4 indicators are giving me that trade. 4 indicators. 4, not 3, 4. Confluence equals 4. Confluence equals 4 indicators. I hope everyone's with me. All right, cool. So we're looking for, of course, nothing goes up in a straight line, but we're looking for moves up towards this 29. And then anywhere I'm going to build my short here. And of course, this range can break. So if this range breaks, there's a bullish scenario. This could be the bottom. This could. So of course, look out for the bullish scenario, and that would be a higher high. Very simple. A higher high above 31,000, and we go to 36,000. So keep it all in mind. And let me quickly show you here this 4-hour Fibonacci retracement, because this is really what it's all about right now. And you can see here I've got value area high and I've got fib golden pocket. So here we just come right here, fib retracement. It is the tool to use. We come all the way to the top. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. Anywhere here at the bottom of our wick, where we actually found support, look at this. So most of us know our golden pocket area is between our 0.618 and our 0.786, which are these 2 Fibonacci golden pocket, these 2 Fibonacci retracements there. And you can even just draw a rectangle here. And this is why I have this rectangle on my trading chart as a short. Of course, if this breaks, as I say, we test it up, we go bullish. But we'd have to first eat up this liquidity, which is not going to be easy. We know that this is what we know as a golden pocket on the retracement. If we reach it, we're very likely to see a push down back through and a continuation of our downtrend on the 4-hour, which we've now created by simply breaking market structure. So I hope everybody's following there. That's the simple version. And yeah, this was a golden pocket right there. So the golden pocket theory is much in play. Much in play. Do not sleep on your Fibonacci's right now. Let's have a look here. So important to keep in mind that value area high. As soon as we get up here, just look back in time. Historically, as soon as we get up here, it is no longer accumulation. This is whales selling off. Not too fast to make a fuss, but they're starting to sell off. This is what we know is distribution. Here we see the whales, in small amounts buying. This is not their swings, but this is accumulation. This is distribution. And yeah, these impulse moves are the trades. We've been doing a lot of accumulation distribution learning, and we can just see how profitable it is. And here's the next trade. Don't hop onto a moving train. Join me in this trade, not financial advice. Make sure your stop loss is here in case we go bullish. But let's have some fun. Hop into the downtrend, and then BTC goes down. You see your whole hodling portfolio going down, and instead of going, I'm sad, or like I would go, I'm greedy, I'll buy more. But what you can also see is that your ROI on your leverage, which is 1% of your account, is making you money in the short term. And then you can go buy Bitcoin with that at a lower price. So it's even a really good idea, not financial advice, to open that short trade on a perpetual contract so you can actually earn in Bitcoin at a lower price. Because then if we come down and you take your profits at the bottom and Bitcoin immediately goes up in price, you've got profits on profits on profits, and that's what we like to see. All right, so let's have a quick look at the market charts, because this is actually where we get our alpha coming into the crypto space. And S&P 500 has just been doing so well. on the 4 hour here. So just be a little bit careful of like overextension. Let's use the daily. But we can see a squeeze here. So make sure that you're actually charting the S&P 500. Because there could be a breakout there. And of course, I mean, it's very nicely correlated. So crypto and S&P tends to go in the same direction, which makes it a little bit easier than some of the other ones. Dixie is getting a little bit... Okay, wow. I mean, Dixie really just behaves. The US against the basket of other currencies. We can see this very large uptrend. So this could mean more pump for Bitcoin, because here it just I mean, the Dixie just finds a level and it turns around, it finds a level, it turns around, and it's quite a behaving pair. And here we see it finding a level and turning around. So it could make a move like this. And if we look at a move of, say, 1.5% on the Dixie to the downside, that can correlate to about 3 to 4% to the upside on BTC. So let's quickly hop back to our BTC chart and have a look at about a 4% upside here. And look at that. Yeah. When we start to test that level, we start to test that golden pocket. So everything is coming into confluence here. Of course, we're going to look for the bearish divergence. So we've still got a long time before the short. Don't get too itchy here. What we need to see is momentum come all the way up. And then we need to see momentum make a lower high while price is still FOMOing in. Oh, and then we're going to smash this short. When Market Cypher confirms a bearish divergence on the daily, we're going to smash this short, and I hope some are going to be in with me. All right, let's quickly hop back to our market charts. I think what's really nice to look at is the USDT dominance. And we can see that USDT actually made a breakout play there. Now it's starting to head back down. So that's one that's hovering around that level. I think let's wait for it to do a little bit more. Total market cap, actually not bad. Looks like maybe making a move back into this liquidity, probably just to get destroyed back down. But you know what? Just be aware. Just be like, this is typical trading. I mean, look at this double top. Now we're probably going to get a lower high here, and just be aware of total market cap. And anything that you see on the total market cap is going to be magnified in the total 3, because alts, of course, are so much more volatile. So alts right now are, as we can see, they dumped below this median level of this massive upward sloping channel. And they might pump now if we see more upside. But remember, this is now this is heavy support flipped now into resistance. And it's this 318 billion level that we have to hold for alts. And there's so much downside here. And that can just make you hungry. That can just make you greedy. All right, so I think, sure, we're a little bit over time, but we cannot sleep on our holistic trade. So right now, either in the Discord, I am in the Discord, so either in the Discord right now or in the YouTube comments, just let me know a pair, any altcoin, not BTC right now because we're sitting on our fingers, but any altcoin that you think we can open maybe a 10x trade on it or something like that. Right now in the Discord, I have it open on a separate screen, and I have the YouTube comments. I see that I've missed 124 YouTube comments while I was doing my TA. So thank you everybody for that. Let's have a look at our kahoots. We've got 35 very diligent students sitting in there. I know the rest of you will probably hop in imminently as we start. All right, sure. And look at this trade, Gibson. So well done. All profits taken. And let's just look at our closed P&L here. That's what I'm talking about, Gibson. I mean, you're making me money here. Thanks, bro. First $17 was on our sneaky little limit order take profit. Thank you very much. And then we had a sneaky 47%. $16. 47% on a $10. I mean, on the $20 that we had left. And it looks like, we shouldn't have even taken all. We should have had our stop loss at a partial. But that's $30 plus, and that's how we do. All right, so for right now, we're running a little bit low on time, but let's see quickly. Let's not sleep on a holistic trade. And there's so many that we could look at. Look at ADA just sitting in this liquidity. What is happening? What is happening? Look at all this liquidity here. And now we're just sitting in it. So let me know if you have any alpha here on ADA. I'm also really scoping Gala here. And look at this. This is gorgeous. The last time Gala dumped for so long, let's see what the pump was. 251%. We're in liquidity right now. Yeah, we're in the juice. We're in the juice zone. Right now on the daily, if we bring up our RSI for Gala here, let's give Market Cypher B a little bit of a break. But look at that, it's bottoming out. Stochastic, we're going to wait a little bit. So basically here on the daily, we're going to wait until this comes down a bit more. I'm going to wait for Stochastic to come down, and then we are going to wait for Market Cypher. Ooh, look at this. Wait. Let's actually bring Market Cypher back. Let's actually quickly bring Market Cypher back. Because look at this. So there's actually a bullish divergence on the daily, so I'm just going to enter this now. We've seen what this does. Look at the last one. Here it is. So we needed a triple bullish divergence to get going on the last one. We've received what we call a double and a small one at the end. And you know, usually this is absolute explosive liftoff. Triple bullish divergence. So awesome. There it is. We're going to enter this on a more holistic basis. So let's go to our coin here on Bybit, which is Gala. It should be in my favorites. But all good. It's only down 3% in the last 24 hours. But if we zoom out, it's down. It's down.
Yeah, it's getting racked up.
This is like the whales are tricking us here. They're telling you the coin is dead, you should sell it. The coin is dead, you should sell it. No. This coin is not dead. Not financial advice. This is one of the hot coins. All right, so look at this P&L. It's been a good day. So let's keep it nice and safe here. We're going to trade on cross. Make sure you have experience first. 2 years experience trading leverage before you trade on cross. Do not wreck your whole account. Rather isolate your wreckage first. And of course, trade on testnet, trade on demo. All right, so here we might go further down. There's no telling when we're going to break this level. There's no telling if we'll get a lower entry here. And right now we can see Stochastic wants to reset on the daily. So I'm going to enter in a way that I can actually still add funds to my trade. So I'm going to enter on $100 so that I can add more to my margin. And I'm going to put my stop loss around $30 because that's exactly 1% of my account. And this is how I trade. Most of you know me. All right, so here we're going to make sure, as always, that we are ordering by cost and check your modes, etc. In case you haven't traded the coin before, remember on each new coin the first time, and it's in your settings, you can apply it to all the coins. Very versatile. Thank you, Bybit. All right, so let's quickly do this and move into our Kahoot. So we want to order by cost. We want to take a long. So we want to make sure we have a take profit and a stop loss. Most importantly, a stop loss. And as you know, I like a 1 to 3. So we just start simple. We just start simple with the 1, 2, 3. So we're aware visually of what's happening on our charts. And then we can do the rest manually. And we can see here $30 risked. And we confirm, we check here that the trigger price is entered on our stop loss. Most important. And then we enter our trade. We could also set a limit order for down here. And it could just be the most juicy thing ever. Conditional limit order for 0.013. But let's just enter it here. As I said, I'm going to add to my trade if we go lower. And because I'm on cross, I'm not going to have a liquidation price. So there it is. There is our current trade. And you know what? This TP, I'm going to change it to a 75% TP. Because actually my TP is, my TP is maybe never coming. So yeah, keep it in mind. Stop loss is right there. Risk to reward ratio looking good. If we eat into a loss here, I'm going to add to my trade. And just like I said here, I do not have a liquidation price. How cool is that? So the sooner you can trade on cross, the better. But the maths is there. It is more complicated. So take it easy. All right. It's time. It's time, everybody. It's time now. Now is the time. Hop in. Make sure your batteries are charged. Make sure your network is hot. I see 76 please. In the live. I see 42 in the Kahoot.
No reason not to play, guys.
Let's see this number grow. So I will drop the link one more time. You know what?
if
This is
you go ahead.
been one of my favorite streams. It's our last for the quarter. So please do let us know any feedback in the communities, and let us know if you want us to come back. Let Bybit know if you want us to come
Yes.
back next
Yes,
quarter, or
please.
if you want us to close our mouths and go away. That's also fine. All feedback, as honest as possible, is much appreciated. All right, do your own research. That's what I love to hear.
Oh, if you're a Velocity Pass holder, please do not miss out on the latest mint. And I believe it's like the Echo of Intensity in the Pursuit series NFT mint. Like, they have been performing very well lately. Things in the Velocity Pass series, like some of the opportunities you've had. So, like, please, 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 if you're a pass holder, definitely check that out. Worth your time. Just had to put that in there.
These are awesome. I think I'm going to buy one. How much are they? Start at 9 ETH. Okay,
Ew!
well, chill. I'll just buy one for 9 ETH. Oh no, it can go down to 0.31 floor price. Okay, so we can afford. I'm gonna see. I mean, alpha like this, yeah. Bybit doesn't launch things that are for nothing. So look into this artist. Very cool. As we can see, most of us know what a generative NFT is. So let's not get into it. This is AI. Very, very well developed. Don't think that this is people being lazy. This is AI being used by creative geniuses to auto-generate these very special 200 unique NFTs. All right, I hope everyone's with us there. And thank you for reminding me, Leonard. Very important. We have to look at these announcements. All right, so we see Ness coming up. Really nice prize pool, 920,000. There we go, 500,000 Ness in the first deposit and share. Really awesome stake for 399% APR, 320,000 Ness. Yeah, so Bybit doesn't hold back on these IDO drops. And I did drop all the links. So scroll up in the comments if you need to, or let me know if I should drop them again. But let's have a quick look at this. Perp Protect. Perp Protect, get compensated against losses. So as most of us know, we have a really cool new function on copy trading, copy guard and smart copy, which actually, even if your trader gets wrecked, they stop you out and you still have profits, and it's really cool. And I mean, to see something like this, I just think, how can an exchange do this? You don't owe the exchange if you get wrecked. And this is like, it's like kindness. This is kindness, So let's have a look here. Dope. It's amazing. It's amazing. This is looking to really help people. It's showing us that Bybit does not want to wreck you. Bybit actually earns in the long term if you're a profitable trader who keeps trading and keeps making fees. Not if you just wreck your money, then of course you're burnt and you're gone and we lose you. All right, so here we see. So cool. Let's just this is for you to look at. But what I want to look is, why use it? Why use it? One, it's simple. Two, you have downside protection. Anytime you see that, you say, yes, I want downside protection. Cost effectiveness. It costs as low as 2%. So there we go. You can actually see it right here, what you're paying for. An extra fee to not get wrecked. I'm into it. High compensation possibility. Yeah, that's one that I'm going to really enjoy. So check it out. And let's see here. Oh, 61. Not bad. Let's push it for that 70 before we get going. And please, everyone, do drop us a like. Let me see how many likes we've got on our stream. I know we had 30 before the stream even started. So let's see. We have a 68.
Thank you, guys. Like and subscribe.
We have a 68. Very nice. So right now, if you haven't dropped us a like, please do, and we can see it move before our eyes. I will also drop the Kahoot link one more time. And please, everybody, get involved. Oh, look at that. It's going up before our eyes. Absolute magic. Thank you, everybody. Because, I don't know, most of you will know that the more likes we get during the stream or before the stream, the more comments we get, the more people YouTube will show our stream to. And in essence, what that means is the stronger we will come back every stream and next quarter. Because, of course, Bybit loves when you support us. So thank you, everybody, for that. Oh, you're amazing. There we go, 74. You absolutely rock. All right, so we're imminent. Let's give 1 minute to hop into Kahoot. So if you're looking to save your signal to the last minute, now is the time. And let me see if I've missed any important comments. Yeah, I know I was just doing my own trading there, but that Gala one is a juicy one.
Yeah.
Will Smith, the like button. There we go. Thank you, Flippy Cloud.
Every time. I love it.
Smash it. Elon Musk invited me over to Mars. Is the perp protect for both option and perpetual? I think it will start on just perpetuals. They might move it to options. That would be pretty cool. But options are very different. Very, very different. I don't think it really applies as much. You know, you don't get wrecked in options. You pay your premium. You don't get wrecked as much unless you're not doing it properly. All right. Oh yes, raffle link. Thank you, Sartak, for reminding us. So there, the crew is with us. Thank you for that. And airplanes, please do let me know if I'm forgetting anything else. Oh yeah, there we go. Kilo, thank you very, very much. All right. I have the raffle link. 1 second. Okay, so there is the raffle link. And here is the code. The code is last live stream Q3. There is the form. Please do, everybody, enter this form. Because, I mean, this is $75 that you could win to trade with, and that's real money. Especially for those of us in lower exchange rate areas. $75, if you then make 100% profit on that, I mean, that can then be your portfolio. And you can trade 1% of that, and you can grow that. Of course, I would recommend depositing. The main thing we use our bonuses for are fees. And if you can have that mindset, I mean, just one win will cover your fees for your next, 40 trades or something. $75 will cover your fees for many trades.
That's true.
All right, so let me know if the raffle link is working correctly. If I'm correct, airplanes, it's the same as the last link with a different code. And I see 76 in our Kahoot. We have more and more every time. And this is what we love to see. We love to see growth.
As it ticks down slightly, people, please get for the stable connection so you can definitely make it through. Loving that you guys are coming out. I really appreciate you. And if you're in the chat, you got to do it. Why not? You've been sitting here listening to us this whole time. At least possibly win some awesome trading capital, courtesy of Bybit. It just makes sense.
All right, let's get into the Kahoot. I see some are hopping off the live to save their signal for the Kahoot. Very sneaky. But try to be on both, because you know what? It might just be essential. Try to stick on the live stream and the Kahoot. All right, Sartak says start, please. Impatient. And I'm with you. I'm with Sartak. It is time. Is everybody ready? If you're ready, just drop us a ready. If you're not ready, just drop us a 1 more minute, please. And we'll go. We'll go. All right, I see Sheena, Veggie Rose, Giddy Joe Dyer, Iris Ray, Exastra, Sporty Mick, Crypto ACB, UID 896, Costly Sabo.
Smart, dude.
Wow, there we go. Now the crew is hopping in. Anshul, Skitty, Horlar, Halo Swift. I see Jess. I see Max Litter, Maxilla. I see Trades by Real, Sam D. Oh my word, I love this crew. Anthony, Emons, Manuel, Draxis, the boss. It's so awesome how I know every one of you. And you're also unique in your trading journeys. Zyder, what's up? So cool. And I love the energy. Let's go. Crypto Povar from Russia. Thank you for joining, buddy. One of our Russian affiliates. Absolutely killing it. It's time, guys. It's time. I see James says 1 minute. All right. We are 74. Not bad. James says 1 minute. We'll give him 1 minute. Crypto Povar. Big things coming. Big things coming, buddy. Russia does not know what's about to hit them with Bybit. Okay, 1 more minute. No stress. We love you too. We love you too.
Hey.
Yeah, so you can fill the form after the Kahoot. You most definitely can. We will not close it immediately. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Hurry, hurry. We are going in 30 seconds. Like it or not, we have to get going. Priya, but no worries, Priya. You've got time. All you have to do is follow the link, enter your name, and boom. Yeah, not just Russia, the whole world. I hear you. All right, there it is for the last time. We are 75. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody ready? Leonard, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. All right, so our final Kahoot for the quarter. Which of the following is correct? Think carefully. Think before you smash. I'm only giving you 20 seconds this time. 20 seconds. 49 answers in. 4 seconds left. Smash the buttons. We have to think on our toes here. 20 seconds. This is how we do. We try to start you off with a trick there. Mr. Airplanes. Your tricks have to be a little bit sneakier, but you did trick 14, so well done there. Well done. Yeah, and for those of you who are listening, you're really listening. Don't glaze over the numbers. They are important. There are only 200 of these NFTs. Okay, Trades by Real coming in hot. Champion of previous streams. And we see Zyder, and we see Jess, and we see the boss lady. We see Big Driller. Nice leaderboard to go to straight off the bat. Let's see the next question. Leonard, you can take this.
All right. What is the number of Nest tokens for new users exclusive for grabs? So like, what's up for the promotion? Looking at 300K, 400K, 500K, or 600K. And we just showed this to you guys. So putting your thinking caps, 9 seconds left. All right. And they're coming in pretty good. That's what I want, man. Some coffee. 3 seconds left. 76 cents. All right. Good job, y'all.
I drink tea.
Oh, my bad. I need that caffeine. Tea too. But anyway, 400,000. So pretty decent pool. Excellent returns on this one. Definitely check this one out, guys. Again.
That is a big mix-up there. That is a big mix-up. So the devil is in the details. Oh. Zyder coming in to take it from Trades. We see Big Driller holding third to Boss Lady, and Lexon taking it from Jess. All right, are you ready? I see someone getting annihilated. No stress. This is where we learn. Question 3. Which of the following is not a feature of Perp Protect? Which of the following is not a feature of Perp Protect? Simple to use, advanced simplified tools, high compensation possibility, and cost effectiveness. $75 answers in. There we go. You're getting used to the 20 seconds. Perfect. And there we go. It does not simplify the advanced tools for you, but it will help you to not get wrecked. Sheena sneaking into fifth there. Otherwise, things looking the same. This is a hot stream. All right. Next question, Len.
All right. Oh, a multi-select. So select all that apply for this one. What is the annual
It's
US
supposed to
inflation?
be one. Let's see what happens. It's supposed to be one.
So only select one if it's only one. So you could adapt to this. But which one? I'm not going to read them off. 3 seconds left. Go. All right. And that's 3.7%, which is over expectations. So let's hope that meeting.
So very lucky to those. Yeah, lucky to those who managed to get in with my typo, but no stress. We moved the majority getting the correct number. Let's see what happens there. Not much. Not much. Draxus coming into 5th. Oh, Hamana, highest answer streak. Very nice. All right, so we move. What does USDT perpetual mean? Very important to understand. I did talk about this. All right, there we go. Oof, Enchanter coming in up 12 places. It's very, very hot.
Let's keep man.
Moving. Very cool. It's so Zyda, Trades by Real, Big Driller, Dupas, and Enchanter. Let's move swiftly forward.
All right, what does SL stand for? I almost messed up. Start losing, safe loss, or stop loss. Because when you say it every day, that's dangerous. But anyway, which one is it, guys? I'm not going to say it again. You got 8 seconds left, 75 answers. All right. Of course, stop loss, guys. I'm not going to tell you how hard I translate SL and stop loss in my head, but I'm glad y'all guys got it.
All right, nice one. I have to drill it into you. We need stop losses, everybody.
Yes.
All right, so nothing much happening. Everybody knows what a stop loss is. Let's move. True or false? Easy peasy. Isolated margin mode allows you to trade on derivatives with collateral from your spot. $15 seconds left, 60 answers in. True or false? $76, 77 answers in, 1 second left, 79 answers in. I think this is our biggest Kahoot, so well done, everybody. There we go. It is indeed false. It will protect your spot account if you trade on isolated. Okay. Not much of a shake-up there. Zyda, Trades by Real, Boss, Big Driller, Enchanter. Well played. All right, Leonard, let's go. Quiz.
All right. What is Jordan's accepted risk to reward ratio? And we've gone over this before, but 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, or 1 to 4. How does Jordan like to play? What's his entry point? Minimal acceptable. All right. You got about 3 seconds left. 76 answers in. You guys got this. And even I know that it is 1 to 3. So congratulations, everybody. If you got that in there. Thanks for dropping that again. Let's see how y'all did. All right. Still pretty static, but love to see you guys. Let's see. And 10 players on your answer streak of 5. Congrats. Y'all were paying attention. All right.
All right, so let us know if the Google form is working or if it is just Olabisi who is struggling. All right, we are moving. Let's go. Divergence is when the price of an asset is moving in the opposite direction of a technical indicator. Look at those answers streaming in.
Jesus. All right.
That's probably just network all over the world doing its thing. Everybody knows what to smash. Here we go, 69. 1 second left. Let's go. I know we have 100 players, so get in there nice and quick. Well done. It is indeed true.
All right.
Wow, 5th place.
Cena.
And I think we are possibly looking at rewards for all 5 for next quarter. So let us know if that is one thing that you would like, or should we weight the rewards to 1st place, or should it be equal across 3, or should it be equal across 5? Let us know in the communities. Let us know in the YouTube comments. All right, so it looks like we're moving to our last question. Are we ready? It's time. Do or die. Let's go.
All right. According to Jordan's trading style, at least how many indicators should we have in Confluence before entering a trade? So, how many do we need up at one time to best make trades? Do we need 1, 2, 3, or 4? And he always suggests certain ones. We're not going to get into that right now. But you got 10 seconds left, and I see the answers flying in. So apparently, y'all are app disciples. But what's the most optimal setup? Last second, and for the game. 4.
Wow. Look at
All
that.
right.
Nice trend line there. So what we see there is probably experience levels. 2 very newbies, 15 less newbies, 19 less newbies, and 39 OGs. Because you know what? It's all about confluence, baby. It's all about confluence. Well done to those 39. You know your stuff. Let's go. Let's see this leaderboard.
All right.
Podium.
Congrats.
The boss city. Trades by real. Oh, who's in the top here? No surprise, Mr. Valentine.
Congrats, guys.
Big
And runners
Driller
up.
and Sheena.
Good job.
So awesome. Congratulations. Please remember to send us your UIDs so we can make sure you get your rewards. You can send them to me or Kilo or Airplanes or Leonard, whichever one of us you are in contact with. Or you know what? The actual place to do it would be to drop them in the Discord right now if you are Trades by Real, Zyder, the Boss Lady, Sheena, or Big Driller. Drop it in the Discord for us right now. And thank you, everybody. I must say, this has definitely been one of my favorite streams, and we can see 81 likes. So if you haven't smashed the like button for us yet, please smash it for us. And please also drop us a comment after the stream is finished. Just as the stream is finished, drop us a comment, and then it will remain there under our video. So if you enjoyed the stream, stick around for 1 minute and tell us if you enjoyed it. And of course, we're going to be back. We're going to be back bigger and better. Let's have a quick look. We don't need to have much of a chat about our DGen trade because we absolutely smashed it today, thanks to Gibson. So only the learning that we need to take is keep doing what we're doing. Be consistent. Take consistent profit. Smash profits when you're in it. Use your trailing stop. Use your limit orders. All right. It's been an awesome stream. Thank you, Leonard, as always, for your alpha. I will keep everybody updated on this in the Discord. And for now, from me, remember, always play from a position of power and strength. Use your stop loss and do not get wrecked. Thanks again, everybody. Have a wonderful day further. I will see you very soon. Goodbye.
And for me, see you guys. Be careful. Play accordingly. Take it easy.